Hello, my name is Chris Ree, and I'm a sophomore at McLean High School.
Hi, my name is Rachel Lee, and I'm a junior at Centerville High School.
Hello, my name is Ellen Kwok, and I am a sophomore at Centerville High School.
Hello, my name is Aaron Sun, and I'm a sophomore at Chantilly High School.
Okay, so the first question I want to ask is, what career paths or fields are you guys interested in? So what about you, Rachel?
So I'm really interested in the business and marketing major because, well, I have a lot of experience with teamwork and working with other people and also kind of just negotiating with other people, and I feel like those social tactics could really be useful when I go into business or working under a company.
For me, I have high interests in music major, and I would like to become possibly a music therapist or a professor or a music instructor in any way to benefit others or benefit kids. Yeah.
So I'm interested in the STEM field, specifically math, and I want to be an engineer, some type of engineer when I go. So what about you, Chris?
I find interest in doing finance or business just like Rachel, and just like you, I'm really into STEM and just like towards the math field, and I think that that's where my passion is right now.
Why are you interested in finance and business?
I think the reason why I'm interested in finance is because of my mom, and I think she had a really great influence on me throughout my life. I've always seen her being successful in that particular job, and it's just something that I want to continue after her and just continue on her passion too.
What about you, Rachel?
I'm a junior now, and all of my friends have been kind of like confirming their majors and their future lives, and I was just over here kind of freaking out because I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life yet, because I felt like I was still kind of young to decide that, and obviously it could change in the future, but for now I couldn't really have a strong grip on it. But I was just wondering, what is it that I'm good at? What is it that can benefit people in some sort of way? And as a team leader, I feel like having that responsibility of taking care of others and working together as a group, that I just kind of took the stuff that I'm good at and just put it into maybe a major, and that I chose business because you have to work a lot together and negotiate about it.
For me, I think I chose the major, the career path that I want to go with right now is mainly because I've been playing piano for about 11 years, almost 12. And I think that has a really big influence on me because honestly, piano, I would stay home or like miss hangouts and just like intentionally play piano and just enjoy that time too. But I feel like having that influence and having that mindset of having piano and such a big impact on my life, I think I'm just gaining that confidence that I should go into music path. What about you?
So growing up, I've always been interested in like STEM, especially like math. And I really liked, math was like my favorite subject in school, and I think I could like really get like a good career in that. And also I think my parents had a really big influence with like all the activities that they did for me. And, yeah.
That's actually interesting because not a lot of people like math.
Yeah. A question for you guys is, what in your daily life had a reflection of you thinking that, oh, you're a real true Korean, or made you realize that you're, spiritually true Korean?
For me, as a leader of a K-pop dance team, we go around the DMV and just perform at a lot of big events. Just yesterday, I was performing at a chorus festival in this area. A lot of people, like K-pop is very influential in America. It's very widespread, just as the Korean culture is. And a lot of people were dancing to the songs, like songs that I didn't even know how to dance to, or they were saying the lyrics that I didn't even know the lyrics to, and they would come to ask me, wow, you're so lucky to be Korean, or how does your typical day as a Korean be, or how do you speak Korean, kind of teach me. So that, hearing those words kind of made me realize, I'm really proud to be a Korean.
What about you, Chris?
I think the moments where I find my Korean identity is when I go to archery comps. When I go to archery comps, there's a lot of American people since we're in the US, but there's also a Korean community there, and I feel proud to be there with the rest of the Korean community. And I think when I'm with them, it reminds me of Korean archers that are really are successful in archery, and I think it's just something that makes me really proud of being part of.
So I think like going into school and seeing like that, like how many like different kinds of people there are, and how many like how special you are, and like just like being part of that community, and also like since like Korean culture is like on the rise, and like it's like everywhere now, and I just like feel proud of that.
Yeah, another question I had for you guys is when you're feeling concerned or maybe stressed, who do you usually go to talk to?
The main person or thing that I go to is Christ and God. Whenever I feel struggles, I always come to Him and ask Him to guide me throughout my struggles. And another one is my parents that support me. I can always go to them about anything, but like specifically, like I can go to my dad for archery whenever I'm struggling there, or where I just need advice. And I think he really helps me throughout those moments. And then my mom, I think, going back to like my passion in business and finance, I think sometimes when I have doubts or when I'm curious about things, I can always go to her, and she always like responds with a good answer that I could think on.
For me, I think I most likely go to my parents a lot of the times, and possibly Christ through prayers or just going to church and these activities and just like fellowship just repents to like being able to let everything go at those times. But I think whenever I go to my parents, I'm very like open-minded, and I don't tend to hide anything from my parents. So I'm capable of just letting everything go, and them giving me the best advice that they could, because they know everything and they're able to give me the proper advice at that time that I need. So
I think having like someone to talk to is like the most important part, especially when you're struggling. So for me, my closest friends and my parents are like people who I always lean on, and also like through God and through prayer. It's just like I'm lucky to be able to have those people to talk to.
I think having like really close friends, they can always be there for you and support you. It's kind of different from your parents. Like they have other understandings on your side, and they're just always there for you.
It's always nice to chat about the differences you guys have. Maybe you're struggling with a certain problem, and they know how to solve it. Maybe they're having a problem, and you can have advice on that.
우리가 아무리 미국에서 태어나고 자라도 미국 사람이 보면 우리는 한국인이에요. 근데 나는 미국인이기도 하고, 한국과 미국 두 나라에 대해서 어떤 생각을 가지고 있고, 여러분 앞으로 어떤 기여를 하고 싶은지 각자 생각을 자유롭게 나눠주셨으면 좋겠어요.
Yeah, I think the best way I can contribute to the relations between Korea and US is by putting myself out there with on like the mainstream and through social media. I think coming together as one community with both like Korean American communities, not just like people that were born in America that are Korean, but just regular Americans that live in the US. I think it's important for them to know about rich cultural like information about like the two countries. And I think as a youth, I have a powerful voice that I can share with others.
For me, I have a lot of chances and opportunities to go to Korea, not just with my personal funds and my personal profit, but from activities or like clubs and school field trips possibly. So I think taking those advantages and being able to go to Korea as like my home, but also like my American friends could also visit Korea. So I think that has an impact of me being able to share my community with my other people that lives in America, and just being able to spend that time and show them what Korea is actually like is a really fun time and just like a beneficial experience that everyone can have.
So being Korean American is like a really like special thing to me. I think like having both of those identities is like a special thing to have, and I think we should be proud of that. And I think we can contribute by spreading Korean culture in America, especially like the food and like the music and like everything like that.
Well, I would say that since we're all, youths, we are the new generation. We are the future. So, and it's really an advantage as a Korean American to be able to rely on two cultures and be able to speak two languages. So, a way to contribute, for me, is to just spread K-pop and K-music around my area, because since I have experience in that field. But for everyone, I would just say, to spread the Korean culture with our special abilities because we do have an advantage being both Korean and American.
구독,
좋아요.
만나는 사랑입니다.
만나에서 만나요.